Starting with the great name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Myself is Hisham Hamid and welcome to my YouTube channel Community Zone for another exciting lecture. In today's lecture, I shall be discussing about algorithm to display larger out of 3 given numbers. So basically we will have 3 numbers and our computer program will identify that which number is the greatest of all. So there are 3 numbers, so you will have to input. So first of all, while writing algorithm, you need to identify that which of the following number or which is the input basically given. So here there are 3 numbers to be input that we will take. The first number, num1, num2, num3. So basically in step 1 we are taking 3 numbers as input. So for input we will use read keyword. Step number 2. Now if number 1 is greater than number 2 and number 1 is greater than number 3, then set large number is equal to num1. Large num is a variable that is defined for a greater number. So basically if number 1 is greater than number 2 or number 1 is greater than number 3, then number 1 will be the greater. Else if. So this is a multiple conditions. So multiple condition we will use else if. Else if num2, number 2 is greater than number 1 and number 2 is greater than number 3, then our num2 will be the larger number. So if number 3 is greater than number 1 and number 3 is greater than number 2, then number 3 will be the greater. So this here if structure will be completed. Then what will we do? We will write output. So the output will be here. For output we will write write keyword. So this is a keyword for output. So here we will write which number is a greater and then exist. So for step 2, here is step 2. You can see here. Now if number 1 is the user input 3 numbers, suppose number 1 he enters 10, number 2 he enters 8, number 3 is enter 2. So the system will automatically generate a message that number 1 is a greater, 10 is greater than 8 and 10 is greater than 2. For step 3, here is a step 3, num2 is greater than num1 and num2 is greater than num3. So number 1 is 5, number 2 is 18, number 3 is 9. As 18 is greater than 5 and 18 is greater than 9, so here step 3 will be the output that number 2 is greater. So for step 4, you can see here, this is a step 4, number 3 is greater than number 1 and number 3 is greater than number 2, then number 3 will be the greater. So what here you can see that number 1 is 43, number 2 is 54 and number 3 is 87. As 87 is greater than 43 and as 87 is greater than 54, so the number 3 will be greater. So in large output will be number 3 is greater number. So that's all for today. If you like this video, you can share it. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. I will definitely respond there. And if you have not subscribed my channel, you can subscribe it and click on the bell icon so that you can get more videos. Thank you and have a great day.